book.
A Time to Kill was published in the summer of 1989 by a small unknown publishing company in New York. Oddly enough, the guy who worked there is kind of it's a very small outfit. Let's put it, it's not one of the big publishers. But the guy who finally saw A Time to Kill after all the big publishers had said no and a bunch of agents had said no, the guy who finally said, I'll buy this book and I'll publish this book, was a guy named Bill Thompson. And so we took off to New York, my wife and I, just thrilled. We had lunch with Bill Thompson, and he told us another story. And he said about 15 years earlier, he was a senior editor at Doubleday, and he received a manuscript in the mail from Bangor, Maine. And the guy who
Terrific, John. That was really good.
But hang on, I'm not finished. And so he said the book was really good, but it wasn't quite good enough. The guy who sent the book did not have a telephone for Bill to call and talk about it. So Bill sent it back. By return mail, there was another manuscript from Bangor. And Bill said it was really good, not quite good enough. This goes on 3 or 4 times, and finally he gets the manuscript. I think it was either number 4 or number 5. He reads it, and he says, we're going to publish this. And the book was Carrie, and the novelist was Stephen King. And in Stephen's book on writing, he has a copy of the telegram, no telephone again, telegram from Bill Thompson, we're going to pay you $2,500 for Carrie. So my point is, Bill Thompson is really great editor.
But the last line of that telegram, I never forgot it. He said, Carrie, officially a Doubleday book, $2,500. And the last line of the telegram, there were these things called telegrams. Some of you may remember them. They came in yellow envelopes, and they had
1972, right?
They had words on them, like that. So the last line was, the future lies ahead, and it really did. But Bill was a great guy. Yeah. Because I was nobody. I was a little teacher from, I was living way out in the country in Maine, teaching in a country school. And I sent him a book, actually, that was later published. It was called The Running Man. And they made a terrible movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. But I wrote
we're going to talk about movies?
Well, I wrote the book.
Let's get some dirt going.
Yeah, right. No dirt. No dirt, John. I know you'd like that. You're a lawyer. But no dirt. The book was written in a week because that was the school vacation. That's how long I had. And he sent it back, but he sent it back with a letter that made it clear that he'd actually read it. That somebody out there was actually looking for stuff that was good. And you're right, there were 2 or 3 other books pretty much by return mail. And he rejected them, but gently and with hope, with a sense of encouragement. And he used to send me these country music calendars that I put up in my office, There'd be Dolly Parton on one month and George Jones on the next. Because we're going back, 40 years, I guess.
So those 3 or 4 books he sent back by return mail, you later published those, right? I mean, you went back and fixed them, right? Salem's Lot and Shining and...
Well, no, the ones that I sent Bill were actually published under a pen name, Richard Bachman.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
There was a book called
He didn't last for long, did he?
And one called The Running Man. And
Thinner?
Thinner was the one that kind of blew my cover. My agent said, people are starting to get the idea that Richard Bachman might be Stephen King. I think we need to put an author photograph on the back of it. So he got his tire salesman to take a picture. He looked better than I did. He had that rugged, writerly look.